put on the slideshow. Can you see my screen, everyone?
Perfect.
Yeah. So first of all, thanks everyone for joining this session, the first session of the year that Anahead is planning. We have been planning monthly sessions with different individuals and experts and expert coaches that we have today. My name is Carolina. I'm the co-founder of Anahead, and we are a digital talent platform that supports individuals with your mid-career transitions, as well as to help everyone reach your career goals, no matter which life stages we are at. I think it's very important that we continue to learn and pursue our own purpose, mission, values, as we plan ahead for both career-wise as well as for the family. So today, I would like to say a warm welcome as well as a huge thank you for the
This Wi-Fi is not coming in this room.
I would ask if it's okay for everyone to keep their, yes, thank you very much, to keep yourself muted, but when there are questions, answers, feel free to use the chat or unmute along the sessions. So today we are very proud and excited to have three very qualified and experienced individuals. First off, we have also Melissa, who is currently based in Singapore, but has also experiences working in different parts of the world. Melissa is a HR leader. Melissa has experience in multiple industries, including logistics, FMCG, and retail. And she has worked with large organizations as well. And she's really passionate about leadership development, about change, and about diversity and inclusiveness. Then next up, she's also a qualified coach. So we will be interesting to see some of the work alongside with her to see what we can use as a methodology strategy today as we all here plan our next career step, whether as a transition or relaunch. Then joining us from different parts of Germany, we have as well Karin and Ulrike, or Uli, who are certified co-active coaches. Karin, for example, also has spent quite a large time in Asia that I recently found out, and brings with us her experience from different parts of the world. And also Ulrike, who's also internationally worked in different countries, as well as moved different countries as well for her career. And they are the founders of Mojo Coaching, and they work a lot with mission-driven, growth-minded individuals, leaders who are looking into career transitions, into reaching the next performance level. I've been personally also in some of the sessions that they've designed, and it has helped me tremendously. So very glad that you could join us again and to help us look into the next steps. When we plan our next career, especially now it's January, we want to look into what makes sense for us in 2024, planning ahead. So before I move the mic, as we said, to the coaches today. So we wanted to share with Anahead, we have a couple of methodologies, but to make it simple and easy to remember, we take everyone through this journey of career transition and relaunch through what we call the 3 Cs. We can share definitely more after this session about how to clarify, which is today's session, our career next steps, after past experiences. How do we create the strategy and the brand that comes with the new reality that perhaps we want to explore? And how do we create a connection, a deeper connection with like-minded individuals or those who can support us in this journey? There are resources that we as a team have created. One of them is a 10-step guide. Whoever is interested, we can share with you the download link so that you can use. And then feel free to ask any questions along the way. But without further ado, I would like to I'll stop the screen sharing to invite our speakers and coaches today. So Ulrike, I'll let you take over. Let me stop share. Oh, Melissa. I think it was Melissa next. Yeah. So thank you and enjoy everyone the session.
Hello everyone, it's nice to be here with everyone.
and I see some familiar names too on the screen. So I think today is really going to be a chance to maybe reconnect with others that you know on this side. I'll quickly, I know Carol's done such a good job of introducing myself, Ulrike, and Karin, but maybe just a little bit more, and then I'll pass it on to Ulrike and Karin as well. As Carol said, I am based out of Singapore. I've been here for 20 years. I am originally from Canada, and I'm an HR practitioner. But I've recently left my corporate job mid last year, and I've really taken a much needed pause and now exploring my next steps. So I am in a similar journey as some of you or most of you are in this call, as I'm kind of exploring, clarifying my mission and goals in life and what I'm really passionate about. So I'm looking forward to spending time with you today and just exploring and having fun. So I'm going to turn it over to Karin. Yeah.
Thank you, Mel. Yeah, also welcome everybody here on the call. We are very happy that you joined us here today. I'm Karin Schoenfelder, one of the founders of Mojo Coaching, together with Ulrike O'Connor. So what is Mojo? That's what people are asking Ulrike and me. And usually we say, well, Mojo is this inner energy we feel when we feel truly alive and engaged, when we feel inspired and motivated. And with Mojo, you experience happiness and meaning in what you are doing, and you are able to communicate this experience to the world around you. So Ulrike and I, we are mostly working with women in transition, and in our coaching sessions, we explore and nurture the mojo of our clients. Then we align it with their strengths so they can really achieve their goals while they are their most vibrant and authentic self. We are both co-active coaches, which means our coaching sessions are very interactive. And we also use embodiment in our sessions. The sessions are also creative and transformative. And additionally, we are using the somatic coaching approach by the Strozzi Institute for Embodied Leadership. And this is a unique approach because it integrates body awareness, it integrates somatic practices, movement, and mindfulness, so that you can develop to an embodied leader. And today in our exercise, you will get a sense of embodiment, how we work with it. Thank you. Have fun with it.
Thank you very much. Also, just to quick introduction for myself, as first of all, welcome. So great to have you all here. I see a lot of people being not on their screens, so it would be great to see more faces here in the group. And if that's possible for you. So yeah, my name is Ulrike O'Connor, and you know a little bit about my Mojo way. Just to add, I have been on that crossroad as well a couple of years ago. I have used to work in corporate organizations for big IT organizations, and there was this moment where I knew that wasn't actually where I was fully aligned with what I wanted to do in the world, who I was, and it didn't really work with the situation I was in as a mother with 2 children. So I took a leap of faith and moved into the coaching world. And yeah, that's what we are here. And I assume some of you are here on that crossroad. And what will we do today is the first C is clarifying. So to clarify, what path are you going to take on that crossroad you are on? And before I talk about what we will do, I would love if all of you just put in the chat your name. Yeah, well, you have your name up, but where are you based? So we get a little bit of an overview on, from which areas of the world you are all from. Perfect. Yeah, some of Germany, Singapore, Munich. Frankfurt as well. Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much. So it's we're all from all over, and for some of us it is noon here, and for others it is more in the evening. So what will we do today? So our again agenda for the next 15 minutes. So first of all, we will introduce you to an assessment tool, because for clarity, first you need to know where you're at and where you want to be. So Melissa will introduce you to an assessment tool that you might know already or not. And from that assessment, we will move into an embodiment practice that Karin will guide you through. And if possible, have some space if you're somewhere, but she will also tell you what not if you can't stand up and move around. And then afterwards, you get some time. Yes? Okay, could you please put yourself on mute? So, yes, wonderful. Thank you very much. Yeah, from that, you will get a bit of time to write down what you have experienced during the practice. And at the end, or not at the end, but then you will meet someone else in the group who has gone through this practice, and you will share a few of your experiences.
Julia hatte
And then we
geteilt,
come
dass
to the
sie um
end.
15 Uhr in Heidelberg ist mit der Bahn. Ja, sie ist aber
There is someone speaking German. Nancy?
das
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, so that's what we will do today, what you signed up for. And how are we going to do this? So would like to design with you how we want to be here together. And so there are two C's besides the clarity. Is the first one is confidentiality. So that especially you're gonna meet someone and you share some experience, that everything that's been said, in particular in the breakout room, is confidential. If you wanna share afterwards some of your experience, feel free. If you want to share something from yourself, but not from someone else. And the second is curiosity. So come here with an open, curious, really like a child-minded mind. And maybe some of the tools you may know, maybe you've done the assessment before, maybe you have done a lot of embodiment practice, or none of that. So just stay curious and see what happens today for you. And then third, like try to have this next 45 minutes that you're not distracted. So maybe put your phone, if possible, to the side, or that you really take this time now for yourself to get the clarity that you want to have. And if that's okay for you, maybe you just raise your hand, even physically, or just this Zoom hand, if that's okay for you, if you are with confidentiality, curiosity, and yeah, little distraction as possible. Perfect. Then I would pass on to Melissa to go on to the assessment part.
Great. Thank you so much, Ulrike, for setting that well for us. And give me one moment. And Ulrike's already mentioned quite a bit of this, but just a quick reminder of today's objectives. So again, as Carolina and Ulrike and Karin have also said, we are at the start of 2024, which for many is a period of reflection. So inspired by this, Karina, Ulrike, and I will be sharing tools to really help you with your reflection. So today can really be a starting point for your journey of clarification. So in addition to reflection, we want to give you the opportunity to envision your future self in a guided practice before we move into action. And lastly, it is really a time to get to know each other in this call, and we'll get some time for that. So this N Ahead community, for those that are new, is a really great place for you to build your support network with others who may be in a similar journey. So I hope that you do take advantage and have a really good conversation once we get to some of our breakout rooms later on. So to start, let's begin with this quote. The way we spend our time defines who we are. So I love this quote. when I am stuck or in need of seeking clarification, I often reflect on how and where I am spending my time. Am I giving energy in the areas of my life that are important to me? Or am I spending time in areas that may give me satisfaction, but may not be as important? So, one of the tools that we want to share with you today, and that we're going to start with, is really to help you to reflect on where you are spending your time. Some of you might be familiar with this, right? It's called the Wheel of Life. And again, start of 2024, we're starting to really be reflective and inspiring. So, and just to let you know, we will give you this tool at the end of the session. So for now, we only need your attention. And if you have a piece of paper and a pen nearby, that's also very helpful. But your attention is all we need. The tools will be given to you after. So the Wheel of Life is a symbolic representation of various aspects of your life. It's divided up into areas such as the ones that you see here. For example, career, family and friends, health, whatever is it that are the areas of your life that you'd like to reflect on. The invitation is to reflect on each area and rate your level of satisfaction. And as you can see there, it goes from 1, which is close to the center of the wheel, and 1 represents that you're not satisfied at all in this area of life. And 10 is at the edge of the wheel, where you might be very satisfied in this area of your life. And you can use dots to represent your satisfaction area. Once you've done that, you can actually connect your dots and reflect on where are the areas of your life that need attention? How much time are you spending in areas that are important to you? Where would you like to have a higher rate of satisfaction? So these are some of the questions that you can ask yourself. Your wheel does not need to be smooth or an equal circle, but one that makes sense to you and gives you satisfaction in areas that are important to you. So each area plays a role in life, but not all areas may be important in this phase of your life, wherever you are in your journey. But having that sense of satisfaction in the important areas of your life will give you more clarity and focus. So now we're going to get into a little bit of practice, right, of how this actually can come to life for you. Because of our time together and we want to be a bit more focused, we are just going to ask you to work with one area of the wheel. So I'd like you to now think about an important area that you would like to further explore and increase your satisfaction rate in. Is it in the area of career, family life, health? And if I could invite you to just place it on the chat so that we have an idea of where some of us are. Yeah. All right. The best thing about this is that for whatever reason, I cannot see the chat. Maybe if I could get, oh, there we are. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, someone asked, what does
Yeah.
physical environment
Physical environment
refers to?
refer to career. Okay. So physical environment could be where you are. So exactly what that is a bit is the environment that you're in and whether that is the environment that you'd like to be in, right? So are you satisfied with that? Are you satisfied in the house you live, in the country that you live? Maybe in the work environment that you're in, right? So it's that physical environment. Career, family, health, career. Yes, these are all really great important areas. So now that you've chosen the area that is important to you, what we'd like for you to do is really look at the scale of 1 to 10 in that particular area. So if you've chosen family, right, just choose one. What is your level of satisfaction in this area? Again, 1 is very close to the center of the wheel where you may not be as satisfied. And 10, you at the edge of the wheel where you are very satisfied. So in this area of your life that's important, where are you? And then I'd like you to think about what level of satisfaction would you like to move into? So where you're currently and where you'd like to move into. All right. So with that in mind, I'm going to pass it over to Karin for our next practice.
Thank you, Mel. Okay, so thank you very much, Mel, for the great introduction, the Wheel of Life. We are doing our exercise together, and for that, I'm asking you that you stand up just to get a full experience. Ideally, you have some space around you, okay, so that you can walk to the front of you, and you can also stay seated. And just imagine a line in front of you if you are seated that represents the scale from 1 to 10 in your chosen area of the Wheel of Life. And instead of walking, you can put your finger on the number of your line. However, if it is possible for you to stand and having some space around you, please stand up just to get a full experience, okay? And if you are standing, imagine there is your chosen section in front of you on the floor. And imagine you are standing at the center point of the wheel, a neutral place. 1 is near to you and 10 is further in front of you. And then get really present. Come from your thinking self into your feeling self, into your body. And notice what's here. Notice sensations. Temperature. Where is it warm or cold in your body? Notice movement in your body. Maybe there is a streaming, a pulsing, a tingling. And notice pressure. Where in your body do you notice contraction, tightness, or openness? And really bring your attention down into your body, into your feeling self. And then ask yourself and feel for it. Where are you right now in your chosen area on a scale from 1 to 10? 1 stands for not satisfied at all, and 10 means highly satisfied. Where are you right now? And name the number for yourself. And then take a conscious step on a line and step into this number, which represents where you are right now. And feel into your number here. What makes it a, and here you fill in your number. What do you notice in your body here? What's a metaphor, an image that comes up? What's one word for it? What's the color of how you feel here? And what does that give you? And from here, think about the number 2 levels further on the scale and step into this number. And feel, what does that look like? What does that give you? And then think about a number on the scale where you would ideally like to be in your chosen area. And take a conscious step into that. Here, on your ideal number, what does that look like? And start to imagine that what you are longing for is already happening. What would it be like when you are there, when you have what you are longing for? What's important about that? What matters about it? And what's a metaphor, an image that comes to you? Or maybe you get a word for it. Who are you there in your ideal future? On your ideal number in your chosen area? Who is your future self here? And where is your future self? What does your future self see here? How is your future self feeling here? What's the main emotion here? And what color is that like? Let the metaphor, the image, the word, the emotion, the color inform your body and feel into your future self. What's the physical quality of your future self? And that physical quality might be, for example, strong or relaxed or warm or balanced, energized, sexy, spacious. What's the physical quality of your future self? And what's a mental quality of your future self here? And mental quality could be something like creative, open, curious, calm, playful, successful. What's the mental quality of your future self? And what's an emotional quality of your future self here? And the emotional quality might be something like happy, loving, joyful, trusting, thankful. What's an emotional quality of your future self here? And just sense the physical, mental, emotional quality of your future self. And then ask your future self, what is one meaningful step I can take next? And listen to the future self's answer to you. What is one meaningful step I can take next? And then thank you, your future self, and say goodbye. You can always connect to it again. And take a deep breath in and out. And when you are ready, then come back to the screen.
Yeah. So come back to your screen, sit down, and now you will have a bit of time to journal about your experience, what you had explored, some new clarity. And Melissa, maybe you could put up the questions. You can use the questions here about just to describe your future self. How did your ideal number feel like? What was your future self like? What mental, physical, and emotional qualities? And then what's your next meaningful step? What did your future self let you know? And how you want to be held accountable as an additional question. And if there wasn't so much coming up for you, maybe use the journal time to write down what you would have liked your future self to be. So 5 minutes, and then we bring you back here in the main room. Let you know after 5 minutes. So now put your pen to the side and come back with your attention to the main room. Melissa, you can leave it, yeah. And now you will get to know and connect to someone else in the group about, and you talk about what clarity came up. So you will meet in pairs and you will talk about what was your future self like. So describe it, maybe use the qualities that you found out your future self had. What's your next step, your next meaningful step, and how will you want to be held accountable? Those 3 questions, and you will have 10 minutes in total. So 5 minutes each person. So 2 people, 1 person is speaking and the other one is just listening. And after 5 minutes, you swap roles. And the person who has the longest hair will be the first one speaking. Does it make sense? Are there any questions?
Can we put the questions onto the chat as well?
Melissa, would you be able to do this? Yeah?
Thank
Yeah, we will. I don't know if they're gonna be transferred into the breakout rooms, to be honest.
I think it comes in the history usually.
Okay, good. Well then, we post the questions into the chat, and after 5 minutes, you will have a banner on the top to see that it's time to swap.
Thank you.
Okay, then buckle your seat and we will move to the breakout room. So 5 minutes is 49 then, huh?
Or maybe 48, Ulrike, in terms of time.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to pause the recording.
Good idea.
Curious to see what Melissa experienced with her. All right. Thanks once again.
So they have 30 seconds now. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Mela. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, wonderful conversation. Thank you,
Ah,
Melanie.
Jan Lee, is this your name? Jan Lee?
Yes.
Am I pronouncing this right as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
We see some nice
Hello.
faces.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. I think everybody is back now. Wonderful. Maybe put your mood in the chat now. How are you feeling right now after the assessment, the practice, journaling, conversation? How are you feeling now? A bit lighter. Thank you. See a smile, determined, very good, unstoppable, motivated, still kind of lost. Yeah, thank you for naming it. Wonderful. Thank you for your contribution. So now we're coming to an end of our session already, and we would like to let you know what's next, what's possibly next for you, and from the Mojo coaching side, of course, and also from the And Ahead side. So Karin and I, we are offering a vision workshop. So if you found that interesting for you today, then that might be even, like it's gonna go wider, and it's gonna go deeper to clarify what's next for you, what's gonna be your year 2024. So it will be filled with practices, assessment, of course, as well. There will be conversations, journaling time. It will be creative, will also be a lot of fun. So it's just gonna be a small group. We will only have a few people there. So it's gonna be an intimate space. And for the moment, it's gonna be on the 17th of February and via Zoom. And this will be in German, but if you're interested, drop us an email. Maybe Karin, you could put your email address in as well. Because we can also host it in English, and if there is enough interest, we will put a workshop together in English. But that one is here German now. So that's what we would like to offer you as the next step. And ahead, and also a few things up for you. So thank you very much for your participation. And I hand it over to Carol.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Karin and Ulrike and Melissa. It was good to, work on this together. I tried to do the session myself, and as I was sharing with Karin and Ulrike, and it's not so easy to do it alone, writing on a piece of paper. So even when you were discussing, I had also asked some feedback, and thank you so much. I think it's always fantastic when we get some accountability from each other, as well as also follow each other's along the way, because I'm sure there are rooms for and opportunities for collaboration, synergies, even though we may be in different parts of the world. Some international opportunities come that way as well. So it's also really interesting. Let me then share some of also the next sessions that are coming up for those who are interested to go and look into various events that we host on a month-to-month basis. So let me put my screen again back on, if everyone see the screen in the right size. So as we all know, we all run monthly sessions, most of them virtual, but we also have the forum where we do it in a hybrid format, in person as well. So if you're interested in detailing up the 3 C's in terms of how you look into work-life harmony, in terms of how you want to design your strategy and plan for those looking into next steps, all the way into what should we do to upskill to catch up with future trends and future-proof our career, for instance, that's going to happen in September, or the forum where you meet people in person and also get matched to mentors in June this year. So there are various different topics. If you are interested to share and be an expert and give a session, please reach out to us as well. So it's both ways. Or if you'd like to participate and be part of the session, to continue this progress and continue meeting others in the same journey, feel free to scan here. You get a link that you could then already sign up for the rest of the year. For those who are actively looking, we also have active corporate partners who are looking for roles. So feel free to go to the link here and you could see if some of these roles make sense. If not, then we'll reach out to you when there are also interesting opportunities that match your purpose and goals for the next step. We also have coaching programs. We can share this more later on, but for those who are here today, there's a special rate if you're looking at some of the packages we have for career relaunching, igniting, career relaunch packages, coachings, etc. So we work with a committee of coaches, including Melissa, including Karin, Ulrike. Melissa is also part of our team in Singapore. So glad to have also Melissa join us and provide us with her expertise as well. And that's it. So we only succeed because we have, this huge ecosystem that supports us along the way. So including yourself, Ulrike, Karin, and Mel, thank you so much for sharing today your methodology. For those who are looking at, who are based in Germany and wants to see them live in action, we will send you also shortly the February 17th, right? February 17th session they have. If not, feel free to join us for some of our next sessions and keep connecting to each other. We will share some information about how you could keep in touch and connect to each other after this session also. Okay, so for those in Singapore, have a nice evening, if not dinner, and have a good night as well. And then those in Germany, have a good rest of the day and probably go for lunch. Take care. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Great to see everyone. Take care.